Hello, hi and welcome to our Bookbox. Okay, in this video we'll be using the OBJ hand or the FBX. So in our case it's an OBJ. We need to make a skeleton for it so we can animate it in part 2. I've already made the video for part 2, it's already on YouTube and it's on Dailymotion. So just to let you know that it's also on my blog site if you want to watch it. Go to edit so you can actually see the actual thing. I'm only showing you the wireframe. Okay, so what we need to do is add in called mesh. So go back into edit mode, go to the very bottom of my model. If your model hasn't got it, go to the bottom, find the center part of the item. So go to little dots and now click on the little dot in the center of your hand. I recommend you have a center dot. Right click, go snap to. So you snap vertically, snap cursor to active, snap it to there. Okay, once you've done that, go back into object mode, go here, set origin to cursor. So the cursor moves to the actual object. The reason why I'm telling you to do that, leave an object mode, go here, come down the menu, go armature, bone. The bone's inside it, you can't see it. If you want to see the bone, come over here, go to bone, come down the menu. If this is closed, open it up and go in front. Here's your bone. Okay, now I use wireframe, but you're more than welcome to use this mode here. Even though it says in front, it's not actually in front, it's actually inside the machine, inside the hand. But it kind of shows you where the idea is. Okay, so I've got 10 minute videos, so one trying to be a big sweep. Right click on it. Okay, now to edit the bone, you have to go here, edit, click the bone, extrude it roughly to about where the thumb is. That's going to be the palm of my hand. Yep, I'm happy with that. Okay, now what I want to do is right click extrude, put it where that is, right click extrude, put it where that is, right click extrude, put it where that is. Okay, just kind of roughly guess where the joints are. So obviously, as you can see, I'm nowhere near it. So click on here, leave it on move the hand to here, move this one to about there, move this one to about there. So obviously, you will spend more time. Actually moving the actual pieces where you want them. But you get the idea. It's actually inside the fingers, so don't worry about it. Okay, now I said 10 minute video, so right click extrude. It's all about right click extrude. So right click, left click, pull. Right click, left click, stretch. Okay, then go right click, left click, right click, left click, right click, left click. Say well, how many times do you want to say it? Okay, so you got the idea. I'm not trying to get on your nerves, I just want to make sure you actually understand what I'm actually doing. So kind of roughly guess where you want them, and then afterwards just go around and put them in place. Okay, so put it there. I want this one, I don't really know, so I can't really see it. So I'll think about there. Maybe this one there. Maybe this one there. So I'm trying to roughly guessing where I'm putting them. So as you can see, they're not actually lined up. So I need to zoom in a little bit. So line it up to where you want it. So just click the ball and then left click and drag it. Click this one, put it inside the finger. Now don't forget you're using this finger and not the other finger, so just kind of maneuver it around. All you're doing is left clicking and moving it until you get everything where you want it. Obviously, you can just, once you kind of got all the fingers in place, it's just a case of moving them around till you're happy where they are. As I said, I actually use wireframe, that's what I use. So when I'm actually setting my models up, and I'll show you in a minute why I'm using wireframe, why I use wireframe, because it's just easier and better. So kind of put these in there, so I can roughly kind of guess where these are. So okay, the whole hand is more or less set up, more or less. So let's put these over here. That's basically how you kind of set up your skeleton. Now, if you're happy with that skeleton, if you are happy with it, Okay, there's no point attaching it to the hand because as an OBJ, it's separate. So click on your armature, give it a name, 2 left clicks, and then just name it. Name this part, and this part, whatever that is. Okay, so that's going to be, it'll be called wrist. So that's what we call wrist. Okay, so leave it like that. Once you're happy with it, and you want to export it, go back into object mode, so turn yellow. Go here, export it as a motion capture. So if you export that now as a motion capture, down here, give it a name, the root translation only, and then press export. That gives you, I'll show you. I'm not going to export it, but I'm going to show you the file it actually gives you. So if I go to motion capture, it gives you this folder. It's called BVH. If you want to reload the animation back in, you can do. Just go here and go import motion capture, import the hand, and you'll come straight back into here. So right click, delete the hand. So pretend now I've exported it. Go back here, go import motion capture, import. Now when you import it, it ends up on the floor. You're thinking, well, what happened there? Nothing, that's normal. So, because it's OBJ, click on this little yellow box, make sure it's on this page here. Go to rotation, and then go minus 90. Say yep. As you can see, it's all perfectly lined up. Now all you have to do to animate the actual hand, because it's not actually lined up. If you click on the hand and go move it, it's separate, and so is the mesh. Okay, so we need to make it one thing. Click on the triangle, hold control, left click the little man, go over here to object, left click, parent. Okay, it says with automatic weights. Okay, now I want to open it. If I click on the hand again, the hand is separate, just so you understand that. Okay, but it's not, it's actually one now with one piece ready to animate. So if I click on the little man himself, okay, if you click on the little man, go over here, you got to click on this one, go over here, press pose. Now we can click on the pose part if we want to. By default, when you save out the OBJ, it saves the 250 frames. There's nothing there, there's no animation. So click on whatever bone you want, and then click left click, hold, drag it, right click, and then click delete the frame. Okay, now there's no frame left on that actual joint. As I said, if you want to see the frame, press the little man, scroll down, and press in front. Okay, so this is how you see your bones. So I want this bone right here, not that bone, I want this bone here. Okay, so I want to click on this bone right on this joint right there, and then I'm going to go insert, location and rotation. I want to go to 20. I'm going to move my hand around here. Now what I want to do is rotate it. Click here, rotate my finger. So once you've rotated it where you want it, I'm going to turn them off because it's kind of in the way. So once you kind of get your finger where you want it, right click, left click, and then if you play back the animation, you'll notice that my finger is now working. Okay, normally I've got 10 minute videos, so I want to keep everything short and sweet. So you can click on whatever joint you want. All my joints are separate. So let's just do this one last joint. So let's just move this finger. Before we do that, I'll click right click, left click, just to set it. And then we're going to move the finger, right click, left click. And now, if obviously I play back the video, my thumb and finger will move at the same time. Of course, if I had longer videos, I can show you more about the animation. So this is basically just shows you how to make a skeleton, how to connect it to your actual hand before you actually start dismantling your model and creating other things out of it. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. Anyway, as you say, thanks very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.